Hey everybody, this is Cresso. This is a review on Druanna Johnston Secure Creditor E-course program. Now, just going to explain it. Before I go further, I'm not going to give this is no legal advice I'm giving, okay? This is for educational purpose, and again, this is a review on the E-course program of Druanna Johnston's. Now, I provided a link below my description for anybody can see for yourself, and this group that a lot of the students joined. If you want to join that group, you may not be able to get in because you're not an actual paid member, but you could give it a shot. And the thing is, I wanted to mention about an e-course program on what's the experience, what are you getting, and the end results of it. Okay. Now, if you want to look at what secure creditor is, please do the research. Okay. I'm just gonna give this very brief, just to give you an idea. Okay. But again, I just want to focus on a review on this e-course. Now, your naming caps. If you look at your driver license and you look at your bills and everything, that's not your actual real name. It's a corporate fiction that the U.S. government made, which the U.S. government's actual corporation, by the way. They created that the minute that your mother gave birth to you through the birth certificate. Okay. Your natural name is the lower and uppercase. Okay. Okay, the upper and lower case, that's your natural name. Okay, every man and woman. Now, everything's about contract. Everything, every bill that you pay or anything involves with the government, even your driver license, everything is involved. Everything is about contract. The e-course that, for example, Druanna E-course is basically, it's about you terminating your franchise with the government. Okay. Now, it's supposed to the course supposed to provide you a way of helping you clear out your debt. Now, she talks about she's been doing it for 8 years. She showed her face. Okay, fine. The thing is, the only thing I want to look at this review is what I focus mostly is the results. Now, everybody's case is different. Okay. Now, when you purchase the e-course, okay, you will get videos, she'll get documents. She has two ways of going about doing this. She would basically she would do all the preparation for you, mail out the documents and all that, and that will cost around $800 something. Or if you want to do it yourself, you pay maybe around $400. Okay, I don't know what the price is now, but it's probably pretty much similar. And she will email you the documents. Okay, the documents are legal documents. It's letting you know what the material that you get, and it's all legal documents, right? And then she has a coach calling that you have to pay. I think it's I'm not sure what the price is, but it's maybe over something around close to $100. I never really pay for the coach calling, by the way. Now, my review on this is, well, one, for me, I haven't able to, the e-course is not really effective. It doesn't really clear out your debt. I mean, you get some responses, but you're still basically in debt. You got a lot of bills mounting up. And it's not just me, but I also look at the group. The group that a lot of the students paid for. A lot of people are asking, well, is there any real testimony? And even myself, I haven't seen any testimony in terms of people saying, yeah, this works. I did this, I did that. The documents you get, it was helpful. So, a lot of people are really wondering, but a lot of people are not really calling the stuff out. I think because people did mention how they really feel, I think she would just remove the people off the group. whoever. The thing is that the document she talks about, one of the documents she talks about is called a deadly weapon. That's a document. That's the name of that she calls, right? What it is that it buys you time. It just basically calls out the creditors, or let's say someone's trying to threaten to get your car, okay, to repossess your car, okay. The document will buy you time while you're preparing your package, your first package to send, in terms of the step, in terms of you changing your status. And this is, again, this is all about changing your status as a debtor, okay, into a secure party creditor, okay. Now, the government, again, everybody, the government is a corporation, okay. We're basically paying the government's tabs since they've been into bankruptcy. So we're all of us, every single one of our creditors. We wasn't aware about claiming your corporation back, even though it's been created by the U.S. corporation. But I don't want to go too far in. This is a review on this particular e-course. Yeah, I just want to say, so before you go and spend $400 or $800, okay, I advise anybody to do your research into this, okay. I haven't seen any reviews on this or any e-course program from any places, but I'm gonna tell you, I have to call it out. So if she does run across my video, it's gonna probably hurt her ego, which honestly I don't care. I just have to call things out for what it is. I feel that if you're gonna do a product for somebody, you should be straightforward with people. She has testimony on if you look at the website, there's testimony on the website, but it's a marketing thing. I'm very familiar with terms of opening my website, marketing. I understand about that. You want to create something that sounds so like, wow, I need to buy the stuff. It's all marketing. The thing, that's the thing. And you spend $400 to $800, you're wondering what's going on. I mean, she gives you coach calling, but there hasn't been any real testimony in the group. Now, she talks about recently that so-and-so she has real testimony, but it's coming from her. There's nobody in the group saying, hey, I did this, I did that, and I did these documents and whatever, right? I haven't seen that at all, okay? And a lot of people are wondering, people spend a lot of money on a product that doesn't work. So, again, she's been doing it for 8 years. She shows her face, fine, but if you're going to throw a product that's not effective, it's going to catch up, okay? Whether people are still loyal to you and they're going to still thinking that your stuff works, it's just a matter of time. So, the only plus thing I'm going to say about that in the group, there's people trying different remedies that hasn't really had nothing to do with the e-course product that she sells. But I like when people really doing their own research and really just doing their own research and all that and trying different remedies. This whole thing with people, this is part of the awakening about this whole status change. I know I'm going outside the review for a minute. This is definitely an awakening, changing status that the government, U.S. government, and other countries, like for example Australia and England, any country that's part of the member of the Crown Corporation, which is actually it's in England itself. I think it's called London City. If you Google it, if I said that correctly. This is part of the awakening for people to really see who they are, who they really are. There's nothing wrong going about this way about changing your status and all that, but we put hierarchies other human beings to have power over us, and really no one has any powers over us. I don't care how many cops they have. I don't care who's the judge and all that. This is another game that we play. So yeah, this is part of the awakening. So to go back into the E-course program, I suggest that she tells people that instead of basically saying, hey, my stuff works, this is not a joke and stuff like that, I really feel that she should tell people to look, this is the stuff that I'm sharing to you. This is only a remedy. It may work, it may not work. Okay? I think it should be upfront with people. People spending money and people thinking that your stuff's gonna work and it doesn't. So, and that's the thing. So I have to call it out for what it is, everybody. But I just want to, because every one of us are intelligent. So I know it's all up to you, everybody. I will provide a link to her site and her group. I want you all to see for yourself. I don't want to make it some vendetta thing I'm doing. No, I just gone by my own experience. I purchased the E-course program. It doesn't work. I'm not the only one. There's other people in the group that doesn't work. There's other people saying, is there any real testimony? And when she talks about, oh yeah, there's people, she talks about Jane Doe, or John Doe, blah, 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 about, they got real testimony from Australia and da, 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 da. But you never hear from the people themselves. And there's other people in the group saying that, well, can I have their email? And she said, no, we're not allowed to give emails out due to privacy. But the people that she talks about that have success never really interact with other people in the group. So, and I think the reason why a lot of people are not saying anything about it openly in the group is because the group is a community thing that a lot of people that's like-minded could interact and try to do remedies together. But I think it's gonna. This is what I see. I think a lot of people are going to realize that I'm not going to spend $400 to $800 on your product. That's not going to work. In fact, I feel like giving a document that I got from the E-course for free. I'm not asking anybody for money. I just want to give it for free. If you want to look at it yourself, hey, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. She doesn't have a patent on the documents, or you as a sovereign being. And you know what, everybody? Whether you decide to change your status as a debtor to a secure party creditor, every single one of you are a sovereign being. And that's what you all are. So I just feel like giving this stuff for free because it just doesn't. I just want you all to look into this for yourself. Okay, do your research, everybody. Okay, I know some stuff seems confusing. You go online, but those that's familiar with this or heard about this, about a secure creditor or sovereign citizen, I don't care about the word sovereign citizen. You're all sovereign beings. It's not about citizenship. It's about what you really are collectively. Do your research, everybody. It's better that way. Okay. I'm gonna look around for other E-course programs. One of them I'm looking at, and there's other places I'm going to look at, is it's called Understand Contract Law. It's UCL. There's other websites that I want to definitely point out. This guy named Jeff. I'm gonna provide you his blog. I only know him, but I only remember him by Jeff. Oh, stopthepirates.blogspot. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm gonna provide all of that. Okay, I'm gonna provide all that in my description. Okay. Now I know I'm not talking highly about Druanna Johnston's product. At the same time, I'm only going by my experience, and I'm going by the experience of other people that is going through similar. Now everybody's situation is different, but again, nobody has any success taking the stuff. So if she's going to talk about there's testimony, I got to tell you this straight up, everybody. It's another marketing thing. It is. So, I mean, look, I respect the idea of proof. It's the scene. You want to know something that worked. You want to say to yourself, okay, proof is in the pudding. It works. I respect that. You want to go by faith. and you want to be wise what you do. Okay, you want to align yourself with something that's going to definitely, give, benefit you in the long run. So yeah, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people in the group. They're in the same situation. And she knows it. People are going to start buying her stuff and realize, like, this is not working. But I think it's the only, again, I'm sorry to repeat this again. The only plus sign I will say is that the group itself, people are trying different remedies. They're doing research and stuff, and how to go about this. So that's all I want to say. So again, this is a review. The other places that I would that I'm definitely going to purchase, I will let you know. Okay, I haven't bought any product especially from Understand Contract Laws. It's abbreviated for UCL. I haven't bought their product, but I'm just telling you what I'm looking around. Okay, and yeah, definitely. Just do your research, everybody, and you do yourself a big favor, really. Okay. All right. Until then, I will be back with another interesting topic. Take care.